Hi, Mike Serra here from Customer States. If you're searching for the highest quality additives, lubricants, or cleaners for your automotive, heavy equipment, agricultural, or industrial machinery needs, look no further than the Justice Brothers line of products. From lubing your chainsaw, performing a complete fuel system treatment and decarb service on a customer's vehicle, keeping that forklift forking and lifting, or just need a can of that famous JB80 penetrant to persuade a rusty bolt, Justice Brothers has you covered. Travis Ferris of Hit Distributing is not only Southern California's authorized Justice Brothers distributor, but also a great friend of mine. Over the years, Travis has helped me and my dealership with anything and everything we need, including all the lines of Justice Brothers products and even equipment to perform the various services we may need for our specific application. HIT stands for honesty, integrity, and trust, so you know when you contact Travis, that's exactly what you'll get. That, combined with Justice Brothers supplying superior quality automotive products since the 1940s and 75 years in the racing industry, you will have absolutely everything at your disposal to get the job done. Justice Brothers is proudly made in the USA, and they have a satisfaction guarantee or your money back. Justice Brothers has the best quality products over any other competitor, and they'll gladly tell you that themselves. If you live in the Southern California area, call my man Travis Ferris at 805-208-7818. And if you don't, call him anyway and tell him I said thanks. And visit justicebrothers.com to learn more about their complete line of products. Justice Brothers, America's brand for quality.
Oh my God, guys, I'm peaking. I feel that down in my Netherland regions. Oh yeah. This is a vibe for sure.
I like it.
Me too. Welcome to Customer States Podcast, where we talk about anything and everything in the automotive industry. I'm Eric Montenegro, and I'm thirsty.
Eric.
Thirsty.
Are you thirsty?
I'm a thirsty bitch.
We have special thirst
We do.
quenchers.
Thank you,
today.
Nick.
Thirst quenchers.
Yes. This week's drinks are brought to you by Mr. Nick Lowridge of Matco Tools.
Matco Tools. Thank you, buddy, for the Corona.
Thank you so much, Nick.
Refrescas.
Those things are
I
good.
have passion fruit lime.
Oh, you gave me
Guava
the
lime.
guava. You guys, Eric is very generous. He gave me the last
Because
guava.
I love you.
Thank you. I love you too.
This is delicious. Anyways, I'm Eric Montenegro, heavy line technician, Ford Motor Company. And to my left is the amazing, outstanding Ale Paul.
What's up, guys? Hello. It's Allie. My name's Allie Paul. I'm a warranty administrator, warranty professional, person who administrates warranties. And I have been working at the dealership level now for 12 years in May. So it would actually make it like 13 years because I did a year as cashiering ahead of time.
Hey, very cool.
And thank you. It's so great. To my left is the deep-voiced man himself, Jacob Reiches.
Hi, everybody. Oh, my God. I've gone limp.
I've got limp.
Me too.
We were going so good before.
Yeah, right. Hey, everybody, it's Jake as always. I'm a service advisor and a pen pusher and chair swiveler and keyboard smasher, normal bullshit. I have been a service advisor for over 3 years now. And,
Wow, you're getting up there.
yeah, and I love every minute of it, I think.
Sounds like it.
But anyways, if you guys didn't see before I introduced the Podfather, you missed out on a Facebook and YouTube live feed. So listen to the podcast and tune in next week.
Yes.
Mikey boy, what's up, dude?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hi, Mike.
Mike Serra, senior master technician, shop foreman, transmission technician. Enough said. Let's carry on with the podcast. Oh, the wearer of many hats as well, including this fantastic hat given to me by Travis Ferris from Hit
Show it.
Distributing, supplying Justice Brothers products.
Just dispersers.
Wink.
Speaking of
Justice
hats.
Brothers products. Speaking of hats. So we had a very interesting customer states.
It
and
fucks with my...
It fucks with my hat.
So we had a very interesting customer states happen to me.
I don't know about this
personally
ahead
today.
of time.
You
Do
don't
I?
either.
Okay.
No, none of you
us
know
do.
about it because
It's
it happened.
aboard.
Okay.
Well, it happened to me during customer interaction.
Bless your heart, sweetie.
There isn't a thought behind those eyes.
So I get called up.
I'm pretty.
So I get called up to the service drive. Hey, I need you to go for a road test with this customer, talking about a shimmy from the steering wheel.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Like this.
Oh my.
Yes.
What was that? Wow.
The video.
Shenanigans?
Watch the video.
I spilled my drink a little.
I spilled something.
So I go up to the service
dribbling.
drive.
He's
I go up to the
dribbling.
service drive, and it's this guy, and he's got a newer F250, and he's telling me about it, and he's like, "Yeah, it feels like the steering wheel is like moving back and forth in my hand, or like the front axle is shifting around." I said, "Well, I mean, those are kind of two different things, Yes, there's a physical, and he's telling me essentially that he's feeling more steering input than what he used to feel."
Okay.
Okay. So I said, okay, that's fine. If you don't mind, do you have time for a road test? Oh, yes, I have time. Okay, let me go grab a seat cover and a floor mat, and we'll go out for a road test. So I go and grab the seat cover and the floor mat, as I'm as I'm putting the seat condom on the seat. I go in and reach into the truck, and I see that there's no headrests on any of these seats.
Nice. Nice.
So I make the joke, because he's already sitting in the passenger seat. I make the joke of like, oh, hey, normally I put this part of the seat condom down over the headrest, and we're all good. What's going on with the headrest? He's like, oh, well, it fucks with my cowboy hat.
I'm sorry, youngin'. It fucks with my cowboy hat.
And then he proceeds to say, it's also good for when I smack the children.
Oh my God.
And it's got two car seats in the back, and it's like, I can't help but laugh. I'm like,
Baby, lock
We're
them doors.
assuming he's-
gonna beat the kids.
No, we do not. Hi, here at Customer States, we do not condone beating children.
No,
We
give him a
do
good smack
condone
every
big
now and
cowboy
then.
hats, though.
Hey, I got spanked. I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm
I
same here.
wanted to tell him about our good buddy Aaron, Aaron.
Hey,
Ron.
Ron. Hey. Hey,
Jesus Christ.
That's me.
Come on.
Get well soon, bud. Please get well soon.
Yes,
but yeah,
please.
I mean, that was the first thing I thought of. The guy wasn't wearing a cowboy hat at the time. He wasn't wearing cowboy boots. He was like in normal civilian clothes, as I would call it. He didn't look like a cowboy to me.
Wouldn't cowboy attire still be
The
civilian?
civilian clothing.
Well,
No, sometimes you a fancy cowboy, though. You got the big hat.
I got what Jake was putting down.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Now,
can
now,
be-
okay.
Was it a brodozer?
Maybe have your bolo
It was a
tie
brodozer,
on.
wasn't it?
no. I mean, it was like
It was lifted.
It was completely stock. It was a stock lift, like the STX 4 or whatever package.
now it's not
Yeah,
civilian
it's a base
clothing
model.
if they're wearing chingo blings.
What are the? Oh, we had this conversation.
Yes.
Never mind. No, we're not going there. Anyways,
The juice of an
That's
orange.
Hilarious.
so we had an exciting week.
So,
Yeah,
what
we-
happened?
did you guys
2
hear
days
about
ago.
the Auto Mall drama?
No.
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 Okay.
We're at the end.
So,
And our,
at the end. I think it ended
our
at
dealership
us.
looks like such crap anyways. No, there's nothing good there.
that makes sense. These car these car thieves were only targeting high end cars. So that's
There
why
you
you
go.
guys weren't bothered.
Yep.
So
where they
Florida-
started, that was definitely. Oh, I see what you did. I'm like, where they started? No, the fuck they weren't.
Were they stealing your focuses or what was happening?
They don't
Focus
sell- we don't
eye.
Bitch,
sell
they don't make
Focuses.
Focus anymore.
Well, there's used ones on your lot, I guarantee
I hope
it.
Actually, we don't have any.
I hope
Well,
not.
that's
You're making fun of Anastasia.
You're losing.
what? No,
No,
that's
she has
a
the good one. She has the good one.
I know
But
she
it's a
has a good
Focus.
one. Still a Focus.
Anyway,
Anyways, moving on.
so
They started.
Sorry, I'm
in
just awash in Ford people.
in a new segment called Auto Mall Drama,
Dun, dun, dun.
we had a
Dun, dun.
series of attempted thefts.
Dun, 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 dun,
I don't have that
dun.
soundbite. It's not on this board. It's not on this one. We had a series of attempted thefts at the
Attempted?
Auto Mall.
Yeah, tried
Yeah.
to get in the car and take off with it.
Yeah, so
Oh, really?
I think it started over.
People watch too many movies thinking they can still hotwire.
I'm sorry. It started over at one of the other dealerships down the road. It started at one of the other dealerships down the road and went to the dealership directly next to them, and then to a dealership down the road from them, which apparently the thief at that point not only tried twice getting into cars, but went into the employee locker room, grabbed employee uniforms, put on employee uniforms and left his pants in there, and walked around the lot until he found an open car, an unlocked car, and tried to move it out, at which point another technician saw it and said, hey, who the hell are you? Get out of the car, and chase him off the lot.
So this is during broad daylight.
Broad daylight.
Nice.
Wow.
So not to mention the fact it's during broad daylight, but it's also he went into the employee locker room and grabbed somebody's uniforms and put those uniforms on.
That's kind of smart, though. Like, how did he get in there without anyone noticing?
Are you kidding me? People walk around the lot all the time.
That's true.
Well, it's hard because I'm the pod Nazi or whatever, in the
Not
shop
the
Nazi, but
Podfather.
what are you doing in this back area that's only meant for service advisors, technicians, and salesmen? And unless you're not any of those above, you need to be, escorted by one of those above.
And warranty administrator.
Yes, and warranty administrators, yes.
Thank you.
And the proper foot
So
attire.
when I see somebody that I don't know, the first thing I think of is, oh, you're looking for the service drive because nobody can read the sign that says service drive in 4 places in front of the dealership. So, hey, can I help you find anything? Oh, I'm looking for the service drive, or oh, I'm looking for the body shop, or I'm looking for this such and such salesman. Well,
or I'm looking for my car.
Yeah. Well, let me show you where that is. Or if you're looking for the car, hey, I'm sorry, we need to have you verify with the service advisor and figure out what the name and the information is for the vehicle, because you may think it's that black Focus over there, but I've got 3 of them on the lot that are all identical. So
See, there is a Focus on the lot.
Well,
That's not. Anyways, moving on.
Transmission control modules are still on back order, so they'll be sitting there for a while.
Yes, they are. So thefts, fun stuff.
That also reminds me of a sore subject today between Eric and I. And
Training?
do you want to bring it up?
You're high,
I am.
Michael.
Do you want to bring it up?
Sure, I'll bring it up.
Okay.
What happened?
Well,
Tell me about it. Set the stage. No, this is going to get heated, and I don't mind.
I apologize ahead of time to all of you.
I have to check my timer. I don't mind, but I have like a great amount of time.
I'm going to preface this with you're wrong. I looked at it 4 times. You're wrong.
Why?
You're absolutely wrong. My apprentice, I don't know why I almost made that plural. I was going to say apprenticee.
Sure.
He's no longer my apprentice. Anyways, he was doing an oil change.
Because of this incident?
No, he graduated.
Oh, good for him.
He's on his own now. He was doing an oil change.
It's growing up.
On an Explorer ST. And he comes over to me. He's like, hey, so is the muffler falling off warranty? Like, what?
Falling off?
Yeah, what are you talking about? He's like, well, this car has a muffler falling. Anyways, he likes to beat around the bush a lot. He wouldn't get to the fucking point. So I had to walk over to the vehicle, and it was on the other side of the wall. What?
Stop it.
Brady, what you said, beat around the bush, so Brady, white a bush.
Oh, yes, the conversation I'm running.
Yep.
So I had to walk around to the other side of the building because he was on the other side of the wall. And I go and look at this vehicle, and the tailpipe / muffler assembly, excuse me, actually it was cut right at the muffler, but the tailpipe was hanging down from the rear bumper probably a good 4 inches.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Tilted down. So it's got the dual tailpipe tips, and one of them was tilted way down. And looking at it, it was as plain as day that it was cut. It was clear as day.
And what indicated to you that it was cut?
That it was cut.
Because of the waves of the cut. Hold on. No, you're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to do that. Stop doing that. It was
so bad right now.
It was blatantly obvious that it had been cut, because directly in front of the said cut were the welds on the back of the muffler. You could see the neat bead of the welds all the way around the muffler where the pipe goes to the muffler. Mm-hmm. And directly in front of that was a wavy cut all the way across. And it had obviously been cut for a while because the exhaust, the soot from the exhaust had already coated where it had been cut.
Did this person just think, man, my truck sounds awesome?
No. Whoever did that thought it was a catalytic converter and started and then stopped is what it was.
And they're like, oh, this
They've
is
been
the...
stealing. I don't know. I'm
So
sure
was
it's
it
a problem.
partial cut, or did
No,
it go
they
all
had
the way?
cut all the way through that one
Okay.
before they stopped. But here's the thing, though, that's been a problem around here for how long now? I don't know.
Long time.
The rest of the U.S. is having the same issue.
So
or not.
what?
By the way, before we get too deep into this, that's not what actually happened.
Yes, it is.
And I'll explain exactly
it is.
why when you're done telling
Wait,
the story.
we need
but
to
that's
hear
fine.
the end.
I want to hear the end. I want
And
to
then
get
at
it
the
to the
end,
conclusion.
That's the
you
end.
go.
Finale.
That
At
is
the
the
end,
end.
you go objection, and then I will say sustained.
Overruled.
Thank you. Overruled.
Overruled.
Thank
Well,
you.
no, we have to hear his side of the story.
No, we don't.
So they
I'll tell you exactly
they
why.
They started cutting off the resonator, thinking it was the cat.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. No.
Isn't that a resonator?
Muffler.
Muffler?
I don't know.
Resonator.
No,
What's the difference between a
the
resonator and a
resonator
muffler?
is in the center of the car, which is what Eric says that they were trying to cut, which isn't exactly the case.
Yes, it is.
But there are two mufflers on the end of the resonators. And if you'll grant me, actually, no, I'm just going
ahead.
to tell you exactly why
Go ahead.
it's
Go
not
ahead.
theft.
I'll allow it.
So when you cut an exhaust pipe like that with an abrasive disc or a sawzall type thing, you're going to have burrs on the inside and the outside of the pipe, which aren't there. Also, the fact that there's a crazy triangle groove on the inside of the pipe where the two pipes meet up on the back of the resonator and the one pipe is falling off. Hi, Kevin.
Hi, Kevin.
Hey, buddy.
There's a crazy triangle groove right there where the weld. Hey, those are podcast Cheetos.
No, they're for everybody. Cheetos. Are those your favorite? Really?
Puffs.
Oh,
Oh, the puffs
Cheeto
are
puffs.
great.
Yeah.
But along where that weld is, you're absolutely correct. It's exactly where that weld is. But that's also a very common point of failure around that weld point.
Here,
And
let me. I'm going to play
keyhole-
Eric. Hold on.
That
he's done.
keyhole is impossible to cut with any sort of abrasive disc, and any sort of cutting device other than a Dremel tool, which is not what they would have used. It's a very small triangle that follows the weld line. The heat signature got too hot along the pipe from the muffler, joint, and over the time, the vehicle's got 20 or something thousand miles.
It was like under the 336.
Yeah, it's very low mileage.
Yeah.
But under that period of time, that weld failed. I've already replaced a catalytic converter on another car with the same thing. It failed along, actually another Explorer ST. The right side catalytic converter, when it comes down from the turbo, the collector on the back of the cat broke off right around the seam weld. I mean, it happens. And so
that sounds like warranty.
it is warranty.
It is warranty.
So that's why
I'll-
when the
I'll
insurance,
be Eric. What, you think it just fell off, Michael?
hold on. So when the insurance adjuster came out,
Better one.
when the insurance adjuster came out to come verify this problem with me, which
Do not
I wasn't the tech that worked on it. I didn't look at it. I didn't know anything about this vehicle. I was just charged as a shop foreman to go ahead and look at this problem with the insurance adjuster. And I fired up Law and it says it doesn't sound like there's a cat missing from the car. So we put up in the air and I'm telling him, hey, I'm sorry, man. That's not, or this is warranty. Whatever the opposite of what Ali is. What Ali says.
warranty.
But this is warranty.
Is warranty.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know who did this. I'm really sorry, but
not
this is
new.
Cool
this is a
story,
warranty
bro.
thing.
Cool story,
Hey,
bro.
it's okay. Eric.
No.
As Kier says,
No.
even Superman
No.
has to wash his cape every once in a while.
Fuck Superman.
Hey.
You would like to, huh?
Hey.
No.
He's
Well, I'd
an
like to get
Aquaman.
fucked by Superman. There's a difference.
He's an Aquaman
took a
fan.
turn. No capes.
Jason Momoa.
No capes.
No capes.
Jason Momoa.
You know how many, hold on. We'll come back to that. Do you know how many fucking times I've said that on this podcast and not once have I gotten a response?
What,
Really?
You
No.
did.
What, no
and then all
capes?
of a sudden, yes.
I've heard you say no
what?
capes.
No, not one response.
I totally.
In what
No
context?
capes?
Yes, no capes.
Have you seen the Incredibles?
Incredibles.
No.
Oh, my God.
that's why you
Such a
don't.
good movie.
It is.
Hi, Issa.
Hi, Isa.
Sorry, this podcast has gone sideways.
Fire department. It's
I
crazy.
want you to
It's
pull
emergency.
that vehicle up
Let's-
tomorrow and let's
Wait.
look at it together
It's
so you
time
can
to
show
put
me
the- oh.
where
Wait.
I am wrong so
I
that
would
I can
love-
correct my ways and never embarrass you in front of another insurance
It's
agent.
not an embarrassment. I would love to help you learn. Yes,
So-
He
Ali.
called you
So-
stupid.
Did
No.
the
No, I've seen other things that
in so many words.
Eric's seen things that I haven't. I've seen things that Eric hasn't. So let's exchange
Seen a lot of
experiences.
penis.
Let's exchange
I'm sure Mike's
some
seen at least
experiences
one.
and, learn from each other. That's the whole point of this.
Indeed,
industry.
absolutely.
So before we put out this dumpster fire of a tangent,
No,
With
my
the firemen?
question is,
Yes,
so
with the firemen.
it was determined
nope, not yet.
that it was warranty and not by someone else, not taking sides.
I put my foot down as I had to put my foot down as the shop foreman and say that it was covered under warranty, regardless of
Assistant
what Annie
to the shop foreman.
Yes, the assistant to the regional shop foreman. I had to put my foot down and say, yes, this is covered under warranty.
Whatever.
And if the technician who's
should have
replacing
came to me.
doesn't want to flag another number, then it can be put under my number, and I'll take care of it, and we will be all
And make
good.
the
But
easy beasy money.
It's not about being easy money. It's about being truthful, and that is an honest warranty repair. That's
Well, you still would have made money either way because
Yeah.
the insurance adjuster would have paid you guys to whatever.
yeah, but the customer shouldn't have to pay for that. That's
Correct.
not a theft thing.
But if
It's
it was-
a defect under warranty, that's absolutely condition code 01, broken or cracked. It is for sure a weld. defect.
0010.
We have the same condition codes.
Wow.
Yours
Okay.
is 001. Mine's 0010.
We're 01.
Oh, mine's 0010.
Hey, you just told me to fuck off in computer language.
In binary
That's
code.
binary. So before we put out like I said, before Anali interrupted me, I'm rubbing off on her apparently.
I hope so.
You just got jaked.
I did. You just got jaked. So before we put out the dumpster fire, we talk about your good time that all the girls had with the fire department. You were talking about backordered TCMs that are still on backorder. So before we go on to the next story, I had a gentleman who I feel so horrible for. So this all started probably about 3 to 4 months ago, and I might have talked about this previously on the podcast, but either way, daughter has a like 07 or 08 Miata, which is already a horrible start to the story.
Not if you're a Miata person.
Right. But the car originally came in with some of the worst shift shock I've ever experienced.
wow.
I'm talking at a standstill,
Shift shock.
shift shock.
So like
Please
like
elaborate.
a bump or engagement,
Whoa.
like
Harsh engagement.
Harsh engagement.
Sitting still.
taking off from a stop. It's got a bump or
No. Sitting still, throwing it into drive, and the
It's like
engagement
ka-chunks.
throws you through the windshield.
so an engagement from park to drive or something.
Correct, or any. But I mean, it is that bad.
I thought that was an industry term.
I'd never heard of shift shock before.
I've never
Today.
heard of
we use shift shock all the time. Even the insurance companies, when we make claims, they're like, "Is there shift shock?" So, but either way,
Anyways,
so and
The more you know.
and it is that bad. I mean, this isn't over exaggeration. It is horrible. It is there, just still, and it throws you forward. The whole car shakes, and of course, it's the TCM. But on top of that, the 0708 Miatas had a 15 amp engine fuse.
708. That's an old car to still be dealing with.
Exactly. So it had that model had a 15 amp engine fuse that was lined up through the whole wiring harness, the TCM, the ECU, all that crap.
fusible link.
Exactly. Well, not fusible link, actual fuse.
Oh, a replaceable like mega fuse or
Exactly. So actual replaceable fuse. And because that shift shock is so horrible and it continues to lose communication with the ECU, it pops the fuse and it kills the car to avoid excessive damage. So both of those, daughter's driving the car, it shifts hard, the fuse pops, and she dies on the freeway.
Okay.
So they bring it in, we figure out it's the TCM, this fuse will
Cause
stop
this
once
fuse,
we...
blah, blah,
exactly.
yeah.
So we order them a TCM, and of course it's back ordered, so the daughter's got to take it back because they don't
Oh, we
need
should
it sitting there.
explain transmission control unit.
Transmission control module.
Module. I did say well, some of them are TCUs for Mazda anyways.
So we order it. Daughter takes the car because they're all like, we'd rather have it at the house than here for whatever reason. Doesn't matter to me. It's back ordered pretty much like 6-7 months type of thing. Horrible back order. So it's been on order now for about 4 months. She drove the car to New York, which was a feat in itself.
California?
From California.
With that problem.
With that problem.
Hold up. good. Nice.
This bitch ain't gonna make it there. Anyways. So, anyways.
Did that bitch make it there?
Take them. Kevin, take them. She made it without it breaking down. And when she got there, she apparently brought it to a place that reprograms TCMs, ECUs, whatever you want to call it. They reprogram it, and the car runs beautifully for about a week and a half. On her way back, everything fails again. Starts bucking like crazy. Not, long story short. So he pulls it in. And I'm like, hey, man, what are you doing here? The parts aren't here. And he's like, well, they reprogrammed it. I want to see if anything has changed. If you wouldn't mind running the codes, double checking it. Sure. Same thing. Go figure. And he's like, as long as I'm here, can you check up on my part? I'm like, of course I can. So I call over to my parts manager. I'm like, hey, man, it's so-and-so. Can you check? And he's like, yeah, give me a second. Puts me on hold. Answers the phone. And he goes, so you want the good news or the bad news? And I'm all like,
I'm sorry. Was that expensive piece?
And I go, is the good news good news? And he's all like, kind of. I'm like, all right, so good news. And he goes, the good news is they can look forward to buying a new car. I'm like, uh-oh. And I'm like, so what's the bad news? He's like, well, because they were so back ordered, Mazda has put a blacklist on the part. And they have decided to not make them because they're so hard to get. They have stopped production. They have now become obsolete. So I get to tell the poor bastard, after all this time,
They can't
all
put
this
like
waiting.
a different
It's like a
updated unit.
22-year-old car, though.
Yeah.
After 10 years, California law, you can stop making parts.
Absolutely.
So, and that's the thing. So, and that's basically what I told him.
Purposeful obsolescence.
Right.
We talk about that all
Exactly.
the time.
So that's what I told him. I'm like, look, man, you got lucky that even the parts were available to order at that time. But I'm like, it's time to move on. So he was crushed. His daughter was crushed. And just, because she loves the car. And
They're Miata people.
right. And he's like, can I find a...
Can I point you over to the service department?
Right.
Or the sales department.
Department.
Sorry.
And he asked, can I like go somewhere, find one that's junked, like, a rear end collision or something, and get another ECU and have a program to that car? I'm like, you can try. However, not all ECUs, TCMs will program to another car.
It usually takes a blank module.
Correct.
Ford even has a special service message out that says like you can't do module swaps from like one known good vehicle to another.
Correct.
It totally fucks things up and like makes it so that it's irreversible one way or the other.
Yep. So, Ali, before the house burns down.
Oh, you guys.
Yes.
So
Thank you.
This
initially,
is the story I've been waiting for.
initially this was a concern.
Burning down the house.
Burning down the roof.
Burning down the house.
So
roof is
two
on fire.
full-size fire trucks pull up
How
to...
dare you? That was a fire truck and a search and rescue van.
Yes,
No,
Daddy.
one was, had like the hook, the ladder-y thing on it.
That was the truck. The other one was a search and
It
rescue
was
vehicle.
Station 31, and they have the big, the regular fire engine.
2 fire department vehicles pulled up to your dealership.
The regular fire engine.
You interrupted
Their search
Ali.
and
Ali,
rescue
continue with your story,
vehicle.
please.
At least they weren't fire Porsches. Anywho.
Very good.
Fire Porsches?
Yeah.
Porsche.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry, that went right over my head.
Somebody's like nails on a
Salty.
chalkboard somewhere.
So two fire vehicles
department
pull
vehicles.
up, and we're like, oh my god, like what's going on? Because the last time this happened, one of our coworkers, the person that was before Kurt, had a heart attack
Right.
in the drive, and
Well,
that was a little scary.
I called Jeremy. I'm like, dude, why are there paramedics here? Is somebody having a heart attack? He's like, what? I'll go outside and tell you what's going on.
Yeah, so immediately office staff, like all the office staff, we have like our little windows upstairs and you can see our little heads like peeking out, checking out what's going on.
They're doing this.
And like a whole team of firemen. There was no women.
Fire personnel.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were
Oh
firemen.
my god, you guys. I can't.
Hey, we're just trying to be PC.
That's fine. Fire
People.
Because we
humans.
all know you're a strong woman.
You are a strong, independent
South Park.
woman.
Thank you.
And so 2 things come up, okay? Is someone having a heart attack, or is there
one of them
an
are single?
inspection?
There was a fire in my pants.
Do you want to go to the pants party?
Brick, are you inviting me to a party in your pants?
We are so many tangents. This is like the inception.
Everybody's
of
coming.
Yes.
This is not my fault.
I'm sorry, guys.
No, he's talking about since the beginning. This is like the
Yeah.
bane of Michael's existence.
People listening, I'm very sorry.
They're
like
probably enjoying it.
They
That
do.
is
I'm
what
enjoying
they
it as
want.
well. I'm enjoying it
They
as
like
well.
it.
That's good.
So
And you are. And,
we were very
Titties
concerned.
pressed against the glass.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
well, and she's right with saying that it's like one of two: heart attack or surprise inspection.
Right.
And the managers are shitting themselves.
Right.
Oh yeah.
'Cause
People are
Either
calling.
way, it's bad news.
Because
Yeah.
when you
course.
look up in the dictionary out of code, you see our dealership's name next to it.
Nice. Nice. That's a
Oh
good
my
time.
god. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
90% of the fire extinguishers are in the red, not in the green. They're expired.
So we find out. Okay,
Close my ears.
the sales manager goes and talks to him, the newer sales manager.
Oh,
And I don't know. I don't want to say the name.
Sakan.
Yes.
well,
Goes and
His name's not Sakan.
talks to them, and it's not an inspection. They are coming to.
They're mapping.
in case there's an emergency. They want to see the whole area to see what possibilities could be, where everything is, where the roof accesses, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so a team of 6 to 8 firefighters were paraded to every single part of our dealership. Now,
Giggity.
I love a man in uniform personally,
Oh.
right? But they're all
That's why
like
Allie liked me and my monkey
very
suit.
young. They were very young, most of them clean shaven, very disappointing to me.
That's not true. Like 70% of them had
Oh,
big
they
old
had
starches.
Foreign stashes.
No, there's no way to have known if they had stashes.
A lot of them had no
They
masks.
were all
it's
wearing
got to be
masks.
within
Oh,
regulations.
upstairs.
for,
Yeah,
Indoors.
breathing apparatus.
Indoors, they had their masks. But
Okay.
down, well, it was funny because me and
Because there
Allie
was a
were...
lot of outdoor.
Right. Me and Allie were having a cigarette and we didn't notice that they were walking over and two of them look around the corner and we're just burning one right near like
The fuel tank.
the fuel tank, the dried brush.
Yeah.
That's
We're like,
going to be the
sorry,
picture
guys.
for the new this is unsafe workplace.
not to do.
Yeah. Unsafe work practices.
Jesus.
Keys.
So
Keys,
yeah.
keys, stop. We can't say that.
I know that. I stopped.
Don't stop.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna stop my story.
No.
No, you still got time.
You have time.
So, yeah, and then my very, very good friend, coworker Maria, who loves firefighters. We used to go because that fire station is right past like where we go walk in the octagonal neighborhood
Oh, yeah. I'm aware. Yeah.
or hexagonal. You
It's
said
octagonal. Octagonal.
Octagonal.
Yep, it's been a day.
Don't worry, Mike. She still gives me crap because I said structural integrity,
Oh my
and she
God,
has
he
not
said
let me live it down.
structural.
It's octagonal.
Structural.
I got some structural integrity.
Oh my god.
and
Welcome to Integrity Farms.
So Maria she's in dispatch now. So she was busy the entire time. Like I walked up to her and wrote a note on her desk. I was like, the firemen are here. Hang up the phone. The firemen are here.
And before we go to break, speaking
They're
of...
also Australian.
Yeah.
Oh, and they're only wearing suspenders and pants.
Stop, you bitch.
Oh my god. And they're taking the hose and they're spraying it above them and they're flash dancing.
A girl
Seems
can
like they
only
know how to
dream.
use the hose.
Do the thing with the
Do the thing
house.
with the hose.
So speaking of Maria, hi Maria.
Hi, Maria. She doesn't listen.
She sent me a picture. She called me the other morning and she goes, Jake, I think there's cocaine on my car, or somebody's sprinkling cocaine on my car. I'm like, that's an interesting.
Let me
number one,
smell it.
Number one, that's an interesting way to start
Let
a
me taste
conversation. And I'm all like, what do you mean? And she's like, well, every morning when I open up my car door, she's like, the splat or the
Like the sill?
the sill plates on the door or on the floor right when you open. She's like, every morning or every day after work, I wipe them down, and the next morning they're covered in white powder. I'm like, what? So she sends me a picture, and sure enough, it's white powder. And I'm like, I don't know what this is.
Shoe or makeup?
Something. That's why I asked her. I'm like, do you put lotion on and maybe it's dripping and drying or something like that? And she's like, Jake, I'm afraid to get pulled over. I think it's cocaine.
Cocaine. Jesus Christ.
Maria, she's a sweet
So
girl.
what
Has
was
she
it?
figured
Did
it
we
out?
find out?
No, we did not find out.
Bring it by tomorrow.
Mike will find out. Oh, Jesus.
Mike,
Doing a
that
rail
was
off a rail.
drywall dust.
That's all right. We got to thank our sponsors anyways.
Thanks, Nick.
Thanks, Nick. Jesus.
Sorry, it's the vape.
COVID.
Blame it on the vape. Oh,
COVID. Speaking of which, stay tuned for after the break where we talk about COVID striking back.
I'm sure everybody wants to hear about COVID more. We
Yeah.
all love hearing about it.
Fun of it?
Thank you guys. We're going to go take a break. Thank our sponsors. Thank everybody who keeps lights on here.
Mike's
and
gonna go pee.
yes, and we will be back momentarily.
Bye.
Mike, what are you eating? That looks amazing.
Oh, this? It's just a delicious Elsinore burrito from El Ranchito Taco Shop.
Is that nacho cheese sauce and hot Cheetos?
Nacho cheese, hot Cheetos, and their mouth-watering carne asada. And I'm dipping it in their creamy guac.
Creamy guac. Yum.
Giggity.
I guess this is a great time to remind everyone that if they're ever in the Inland Empire area, visit Ray at El Ranchito Taco Shop.
Yeah, totally. Check them out on facebook.com/Ranchito Elsinore.
Or on their Instagram at Ranchito Elsinore.
Now I want me some Elsinore burrito and some of that creamy guac.
Giggity.
I can always give you some of my creamy guac, Jake. Just ask.
El Ranchito Taco Shop, Lake Elsinore.
More than just great Mexican food.
And I'll get away.
Don't run away, guys.
Please.
Come and listen to our podcast. Wait, you're already here, so you might as well just listen to the rest of it.
Indeed.
Come for the podcast, stay for the abuse.
Fuck you. No, just kidding. We love you. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors for helping us keep the lights on, as we always say.
Nick and Raymond.
Nick for supplying drinks
Yes,
again tonight.
Nick. These
Thank
are
you, Nick.
so tasty. These are. Can I plug?
These are of the vid era.
Oh yeah, Corona.
Oh yeah, they're Corona Refrescas.
Veronica. Mi amor.
Flavorful tropical cocktail. I am drinking the lava.
Wow.
Guava lime.
Guava lime.
They
Lava
look-
guime.
Lava guime.
They look good enough to drink.
Gouda.
And I have had a couple.
I think we should have some more.
We
Okay.
should.
Un, deux, trois. Oh Lord.
So,
Oh, what is this one? Coconut lime?
Yes. I got the guava.
It's almost like parsley.
The guava's good.
Guava is delicious.
It said parsley. It almost tastes like parsley. It's got like that same.
my
sort of
God.
Oh, it's
feel
got
on it.
like a cilantro vibe to it.
No, parsley.
Parsley.
coconut.
Okay. Well, I feel like
What just happened?
Because it's green and leafy, it's automatically
It's got the cilantro vibe. Parsley? What?
No, it's
Broccoli.
parsley. Yeah, it's delicious. So
Thank you again to our sponsors.
Yes.
thank
Thank you very
Nick
much.
Lowridge from Matco Tools, Travis Ferris from Hit Distributing, supplying Justice Brothers products,
Yes.
and this
Ray
fantastic hat,
Raymond.
and Ray Moon from El Ranchito Taco Shop, Lake Elsinore. Thank you guys so much.
and one more thank you to Nick for our drinks today.
Yeah, thanks, Nick.
Helping us have a fantastic week. Ending a fantastic week.
It was a great week.
Was it a good week?
Yeah.
So
Why was it a good week?
Nick always takes time to say hello. It's very
He
nice
does.
when I see him.
It
Yeah.
is.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I need a. Hey, Nick. Hey, Nick.
Nick's a great guy.
I need another pen. I used it. I used all the pen.
Hey, Nick.
ink.
Nick, how come you always bring Mike gifts but not me?
This was the collective gift that he brought, and in fact, he brought me an 11 pack. And when I told him, hey, dude, you brought me an unopened 11 pack. People at the deal, I have a reputation. People at the dealership are going to think that I've been drinking on the job.
Because it was an opened.
It was
11.
an opened 11 pack. And
Yeah.
so I made it very clear when I stepped off the tool truck with an opened 11 pack that
do
it
that
was
too.
already opened and everything was kosher. So I swiftly bought
It's
it.
because Mike's
Is that 'cause
Jewish.
you're
It's a
Jewish?
joke.
Yeah, so I was gonna say.
Oh, I
Yep.
thought that was a popular turn of phrase.
It is a popular
It is a
turn of
popular
phrase.
for
I
people
actually
to
use that
make
all the
fun of
time
you.
with my customers. It's like your car's kosher now.
Yeah, but you're like a 30-second Jewish or something like that, right?
30 seconds.
He's a
So once
Once-
bitten, twice Jewish.
What? Oh, yeah. Once bitten, twice shy.
baby. Yeah. So how was your guys' all week this week? Y'all's week.
Y'all's
Y'all's
week.
We've had a
Not
lot
good.
of people out with different ailments and
COVID.
Everybody got the
strikes.
Rona.
Yes.
Everyone got the goddamn Rona.
Everybody got the Necronomicon version or whatever it's called now.
Optimus Prime, I think, is what they're calling it.
Sure, it's not the Necronomicon.
No, that could be.
Bumblebee?
No, that's
Is
the
that-
next variant coming out.
How dare you,
That's the next variant.
Bumblebee?
Bumblebee variant.
Don't they make tuna?
Yeah, they do.
Is it tuna or is it chicken?
No, chicken. Yeah, okay, fine.
Chicken of the sea.
Calm down,
Dear
Jessica
God.
Simpson.
I don't get it.
Why? It's not chicken.
Okay.
So yeah, we've had a lovely outbreak.
Yeah, we had. Well, on your side there was like 3 or 4. On
Yeah.
my side, there's 4, not including sales. It was 6 with sales, and we forgot to turn off our online scheduler.
That's fun.
Oh,
So
fun.
that was like a lot more appointments that we could realistically handle. So we had people show up and they're like, okay, we're ready. We're like, we're not.
not.
So, yeah.
You guys got her done though. Like,
Yeah, it was-
You did what you had to
It
do.
was by
I
the
got to
skin
say,
of
that's what I appreciate about you.
it was by the skin of our teeth all week.
Everyone pitches in to make the end result happen. I mean, that's,
Well, yeah, kind of.
Was it by
and then
the-
I found out, and I'm not really sure. Nobody's really sure how this happened, but we have 6 7:30 appointments on Monday.
That's fine.
Well, you only have 3 people who can handle
Yeah, so we don't know what
a
happened.
customer at a time.
We struggle when there's a 3 block, like per half an hour, like
Yeah.
3 at 7:30. We have double that. We're effed.
Yeah. So, I mean, I understand the whole thing.
Man, I've got Monday flu coming up. I swear to
Fuck
God.
outta here.
I've said that before. You have a problem with your eyes.
Yeah, I can't see myself coming into work.
I'm calling Alex and I'm letting him know it's all bullshit. Whatever
He
Jake
listens
says.
to this.
Alex knows
On
exactly what's
Monday, it's
happening.
not. Jake's gonna call you on Sunday and he's gonna be like, I'm not feeling good, coach. I can't come in.
I'm sick. Boo, you whore.
My mother's brother's cousin's sister's dog's fish died, so I can't come into work.
the vid is going around. I mean, that's for sure. We've got a number of people out in parts department. Our parts department is crippled right now. In our service department, we've got a number
Are
of
they
people
still
out
waiting for
with-
parts for their wheelchairs?
Their wheelchairs.
We're waiting on parts
Are they
to fix the
handicapped?
wheelchairs.
He said
Because they're
crippled.
crippled. He said that-
I'm here. I've arrived.
I meant disabled. No way, that's not any better.
Handy capable.
Short staffed. Short-handed. No. Oh.
handicapped, I think is. Yeah.
Anyway,
Vegetables.
Moving on.
So the-
Oh, Jesus. Holy shit.
No, you have
please
to
help
edit
me
that out.
bury myself out of this. Unbury myself. Okay.
Oh my God.
So this
Moving
week
forward.
went actually like really good. Everything went super smoothly.
That must be
and
nice.
it
For
got
you.
me to
Yeah.
think for me. But okay, it's not always good. There's a lot of unfuckery, like we talked about last week.
Cue Christian Bale. Well, good for you.
You know what? I would celebrate you if you were like, I had a fantastic week.
But he's Mike. He'll never say that.
Yep.
Yeah, well, you will. So I feel that for you. You're gonna have your time.
Cricket sound.
Your time
cricket
in the
sound.
sun. No, but it got me to thinking, like, did everything go smoothly actually,
You're going to have
or
a fucked up week next week.
yeah, like
Yep.
what is
Calm
to
before
come?
the storm.
Yeah, you just think it went great, but then everything's going to come back, be like, oh, red flag this, red flag that. You know,
Well, I have a lot of
Gonna deny
issues
your
with staying on
seat.
task.
How's that seat cover doing?
I was gonna say they're gonna deny your seat cover.
Oh,
plan.
the seat cover is just like in limbo right now because now it's in the reps' hands. Like it's gonna be what it's gonna fucking be.
In
So
the
there's a week
arms
of yes.
an angel.
Jesus, take the wheel. Something's gonna happen. Jesus.
the gardener. Gotcha. Okay.
But I've done a lot of like helping the office manager and AR and AP, accounts payable and accounts receivable. And I've had my work on top of that, and I've gotten all my accounting done. I've done everything that I needed to do, and I stayed on task. Like I didn't fuck around. And sometimes I fuck around, you guys.
Good girl.
It's really hard for me
Clever girl.
to stay.
Clever girl.
I think Mike actually sent that to me in the group text.
That is one of my favorite things to
Clever
girl. Yeah. Oh my god, it's so great. It's so great.
Yep.
I love Jurassic Park.
I've got
I
hots.
posted something on the social medias.
Oh yeah.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. One of my coworkers brought this car up, and he's like, "Hey, you're gonna want to look at this." I'm like looking in the car. I'm like, "What's going on? Like a vibration or something?" And he's like, "Look at the dash." Oh, there's a bunch of dinosaurs taped onto the dash. He's like, "What? You don't notice the ones that are?" I started doing that, and so I'm like, "Welcome to Jurassic Park." And I started doing the John Williams trilogy,
Yep.
Introduction, and I'm like, "Where's John Williams when you need him?"
There's
like-
a good like 20 to 30 dinosaurs.
Well,
on that
and then
dash.
he's like,
wow.
"Do you notice the ones that are taped laying
Sideways,
down onto
yes.
the dash like they're dead?" I'm like, "Well, you know."
And was there a rock also taped to the dash?
He had an
prey-
asteroid hanging from the rearview mirror.
that would be perfect.
That would be awesome. Like, does he put little hats on them like during Christmas?
No,
and
what you
stuff?
guys don't know is that the Earth is actually flat and the dinosaurs
Oh my
are.
god, get out of
On the other
town.
side.
Knock it off. Jesus.
My
I had
Okay,
a
so another
creationist debate
tangent.
once in which someone told me
After
that
this discussion, I've had a good week.
I had a
You're welcome.
creationist debate in which someone told me that the devil put the fossils in the ground
To test your faith.
test your faith.
Yes.
And if that's are you okay? Did you get too much guava?
I believe in the devil's
much.
abilities to put fossils in the ground.
I
It's
got
very
too much
good.
bullshit is what I got.
Are you allergic to bullshit like Will Smith?
Okay,
Extremely allergic to
we're
bullshit.
getting off on a wild tangent now.
Edit it out.
We have gotten good feedback that everybody likes the tangents.
Yeah, no, I agree. I like the tangents as well, but this is bridging the faith one.
Whatever you believe, that's great. We don't yuck people's yums here, but I was just like, it was one of those things. Like, what do you say?
That's right. Yeah.
Like, that ends the conversation. There's
Yep.
nothing else. There's nothing else you
It's
can
one of
say
those-
there.
Oh.
Okay.
okay.
You know what? You win.
Yep.
Hey, the customer's perception is
exactly-
reality.
It
Yeah.
was a coworker.
The coworker's perception is reality.
Whatever. Anyways, moving on.
It's like fetal alcohol syndrome.
oh my god.
Wow,
Jake.
well, I'm waiting for that. Hey,
Kevin.
what are you drinking?
I'm drinking a mezcal mojito.
Ooh, let me see. Ooh.
How pretty that
The
is.
Kevin's mix.
Oh.
It's not semen. It's
Well, thank God for that.
Can
Can I have some?
Orange, honey, nutmeg, cinnamon, and
Kevin's
little lime.
mix.
That's the Kevin's mix.
Nice.
I'm here for it.
Do you have enough for 4 more?
I can't drink another one. This podcast will be unlistenable or really exciting. I don't know. Watch the
go with really
YouTube. We'll see what happens.
So I see over there
Right.
on the board of love and the
use your
topics.
eyes?
Did I use my eyes?
Yeah, because you said I see.
Oh, Mr. Beans.
Did you see what you
I
saw?
see. Gotcha. Oh my God. No, not again. I still can't believe during the live somebody got that. That was
It's
impressive.
not. It's a common.
I know, but
What
still.
was it?
You look in the mirror to see what you
No,
saw.
I don't know. That was no. That was no.
I broke
no,
Eric.
I see Top Text Rewards Program.
Yeah. So we were talking about this before we started recording, and so through Ford Motor Company, there's a program that the dealership can be enrolled in called the Top Techs Rewards Program, and essentially it's a awards program for the technicians of the dealership for not only being at the dealership for so long, but doing all of your training, Eric, and
Poor Eric, you guys.
doing all of your training. And I mean, you literally get paid.
I love that, man. He's awesome.
Water off a duck's back.
You literally get paid from Ford Motor Company to do your training and be certified to work on the vehicles that you are currently working on. And there is one catch, though. It costs $500 per technician to enroll in the program. However, the amount of money that Ford pays the technician back for completing such and such tasks is potentially a lot more than the initial dealer investment. So essentially, it's the dealer trying to invest in technicians and not only retaining the technicians that are,
But giving them an incentive to work hard.
giving the younger technicians, or the less certified technicians, an opportunity to be like, hey, here's a $2,200 check for you at the end of the year for doing all your training classes and courses and stuff like that.
2,200.
So I have a listener
Wow.
that told me about this, and his check that he's waiting for from Ford is $1,800.
Wow.
So you can get up to, for example, somebody with my certification level and experience level and dealer retention level can get up to like $2,270, I think,
Wow.
is the max payout.
Wow.
And so, I mean, there's like serious money. So again, so you're talking about it costs $500 per technician, and not every technician is going to take advantage of this program. I understand that.
Well, some
but-
won't be able to, right? Because their dealership won't invest in enrolling them.
Well, no, I mean, this is per dealership. So, as a dealership, you invest in the technician, $500 per technician, and Ford pays everyone in your dealership that participates their X number of whatever dividends that they get off this program.
Gotcha.
And in some
Okay.
case, it's a positive number from your investment. And in some cases, it's not, it's a negative number because you don't get any investment in it. But it seems to me that, the dealership doesn't want to pay to invest in their technicians and retaining their technicians and keeping their technicians. It's not like any Tom, Dick, and Harry can come in and sell a car.
What?
Harry Dick, don't worry.
Tom, Dick, and Harry?
No.
Yeah, no, I know.
I heard Dick and
Yeah,
Sorry.
anybody can come sell a car, but not everyone can come work on an engine like Eric does. And so it seems to me like we should be trying to retain and keep those people interested in their jobs by making this small, slight incentive program work. But
We
again, I'm not in control of all of that.
we had something.
Well, for a big dealership, that's a really big investment. And I do agree that there should be incentive. Like, I knew that I hit my deadlines a lot more, and I
You're talking
hit
about
my
a
certain
dealership.
quotas.
You're talking about a dealership that gave its employees a $25 gift card and a sandwich and a 1 drink voucher for the holiday bonuses.
Well,
It's not much.
I
of
got
an
a
employee
$50
incentive.
gift card.
I was going to say we were the same thing. We got tacos, $50 and a drink as a holiday bonus.
And
Well,
we didn't get to leave.
You get paid to work here. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I do get paid to work here.
And
Well,
you get paid because I work here.
yeah.
It is a team effort. And, I'm curious of how many dealers do participate in that program. Like, what is the percentage, I wonder, of participation? Because I think a lot of people think the same, like that, because how many techs are you giving the $500?
You know how hard it is
So
to
they
find
can-
techs right now? You know how many
Oh,
people
yeah.
are leaving the industry right now?
Impossible.
This is the reason why Ford is coming out with these incentives, because they figure that these big giant corporations that own the dealership can, for example, in our situation, even if you count all the lube techs, we have less than 24 people. That's at $12,000 for an entire year. And for somebody in my position, just one person can get $2,000 on the plus side of your investment per technician. I mean, it just boggles the mind how you can't.
So what do you think of this kind of incentive? So something that we have.
It's a write-off for employee appreciation technician retention, all that stuff. I mean, I hate to beat a dead horse, but it's kind of a sensitive subject.
Yeah,
subject
no,
for me.
I understand. Like,
We-
there's also
It's very upsetting. Very upsetting.
there's also
Yeah, it
tiers
is.
that we can hit as a group. So let's say the service department performs
Brakes,
to
batteries, and
whatever,
tires,
yeah, that
upsells,
kind of
things
thing.
like that, yeah.
But so you can get like 5,000 points
Right.
or whatever. That's actually like $5,000 that someone that is given to the service manager
for the next pizza party.
to divvy up the way they choose.
They see fit.
So I'm not sure if our dealership has hit that. I've only personally seen like the emails come through like, hey, this is going on. But I've never heard of, nobody's given me any points. So
And we started. This is the first time that I've seen it. Even the couple of years that I've
that's
been
an
working
interesting
there.
way to dole it out too. It's not per person. It's for the manager to see fit. Sorry.
We we had
Angry
something.
Smith.
What in God's holy name are you blathering about?
I should have played that for myself earlier.
For the past couple of years that I've been working there, I haven't noticed this. So if it was a thing, we weren't high enough to even score or be like on the track record to show this, or it's the same thing. We decided to show up on this, or we paid for it, whatever. Same
I
probably
don't
general
think
principle.
they've had that program in previous years. So explain it.
But either way, I'm trying. I really am.
Okay, we'll get to it.
Wow. Oh my God.
Get married, guys. It's great.
Yeah, it is.
Sometimes make it good, sometimes make shit.
It's same principle. It's all like there's a score based on the technicians, there's a score based on the dealership or store as a whole, and then there's scores per riders. And it's based off of what do they call it? Regular maintenance sales. So filters, tires, brakes, that sort of thing. No diagnosis or like big repairs.
Yeah, all the wear, the regular maintenance and wear items.
Exactly. So
Because they want you to sell those batteries or sell those brake
Right.
pads or sell the, whatever.
So our technicians scored pretty good. In the case of, when I say pretty good for the size of the dealership they did, but compared to all the other dealerships for like our line of Mazda that we work with, we are tiny in comparison. So our technicians never stood a chance because we're facing, teams of 20,
They're not gonna hit
30,
the out, yeah.
right, 30 people, multiple departments, etc. For the store as a whole, once again, way too tiny. However, the one thing that I was proud of myself is even based on all of the riders at all the other ones, I actually, so it was to place to get, $500 up to $1,500, whatever it was, the gift card or whatever they were giving, you had to be within the top 20 to be placed. The top 3 got the highest. Everything below that, you got put into a drawing for one person to win. I actually got to 21st.
So close.
I was super close, but I was just seeing that. And granted, Mike said it would be nice if they made it to the fact of it's like, if you hit 500, you get 50. If you hit 1,000, you get 100. Instead of it being you have to place between 20,000 people, it's the top 20 that get that. Yeah. It should be individual. It's like, if you get 5,000 points, it's $500, remove a zero or whatever. But it was still nice to at least see on the fact of at a small dealership like that where I don't have a whole lot of opportunity, it was still nice to see that I was, succeeding that much. So, I mean, even that was a little bit of a bonus. What's the matter, Beansies? Yeah.
Beans, come here.
It's guys, we have another dog here. So who's outside? Kevin's girlfriend's fostering a dog, and they're not getting along.
And Kono's
inside.
Kono Bean is very upset.
Well, anyway, that was my gripe about the technician retention and recognition program.
It would be nice to see some give back. It's like, you're right. It's like dealerships and stuff like that. Any business realistically doesn't exist if it didn't have employees.
Have you mentioned anything to your management about it, or have you not said any? You have mentioned something about it, because I was going to say you have to use your
eel.
voice,
Twice.
The eel.
Once last year when I got the newsletter about it, and then once again this year when I was told again about not only the fact that it's, again starting in 2022, but that people are waiting on checks from last year from Ford Motor Company, and we're talking about a substantial chunk of change for most people.
And
left on the table.
And before we go on to the next one,
Left on the table. It's my money. I already earned it. Just sign me up.
it's my money and I need it now.
What if you were like, if I earn it, I'll give you the $500 that you paid to enroll me?
Right. Seriously, I could still, if I paid $500 for myself to get in, I could still net money. So
Right.
it's whatever.
It
is what it is.
The one other huge gripe that I have, and I'm sure I've talked about this before, but especially today because with the surveys that we get from customers, I got burned on a survey once again for cost of service. And once again, it's like I talk to my rep all the time when I see him. Like, where do you suits at any point get the idea where it's a good fucking idea that this affects my pay if I don't hit this bonus, but if somebody says the cost of service was poor, I get fucking dinged.
I was expecting my oil change to cost 5 cents. That's what it used to cost back in the 20s. And how come it costs so much money now?
And it's something that I constantly talk about. I'm like, how is this right in any sense? Because I don't set fucking prices. I don't make these fucking I don't do anything. It's
not up to you.
I just sell your fucking product. So something that is already a losing battle on my end, when somebody is a cheap ass, which everybody is deep down, just because nobody wants to spend money to do anything, I get my paycheck diminished because somebody's like you said, well, back when I had this, it was a $8 oil change. What the fuck?
Back in my day.
Yeah, it's fuck. Every damn time, and it's always that.
Yeah.
So we've got the next item on the board. That's infotainment screen.
Story.
Oh yeah, the infotainment screen. So that's part of why the week was going so well too, is because everyone was like hitting me up like ahead of time instead of me like trying to slip stuff through. So I don't know if you guys have been listening to the podcast and me bitch about how I have to fix your mistakes. I don't know.
Oh, I've been listening.
No, thank you. I'm glad we work together. And Alex actually hit me up. He sent me a picture, and basically it was this. It was he forwarded me an email that was to someone that worked for a bigger company that resells cars. Mm-hmm. And it's they do a max number of sales of cars. Okay.
I see.
You see what I mean?
Picking up what you're putting down.
And basically the email
simple Jake
was one of those things. It was an infotainment screen.
Max of cars.
And what had happened is someone had sprayed the screen, so the anti-glare coating is partially coming off. So
do not come off.
It was coming.
That's warranty.
And so that's what the email was. It was forwarded from the
Max Cars
car place.
Max Cars.
And he's like, "Hey, I just sent you an email and I basically know the answer. I just needed to send it to you so she thinks that I'm doing
my job
with it." Well, because he looked at it and we're like, yeah. She's like, "Is there any chance that this would be covered under warranty? It looks like
OPE in bold letters. Nope."
I just told him whatever they're cleaning the screen with, like just keep using that and just take the anti-glare coating all the way off and it's going to look fine. It's just going to be more glary.
We have all the time.
But no, it's not warranty. Sorry.
We have people all the time where they're like, well, I bought it from Max Car and all these other places. And they said, well, this is covered under warranty. I just need to bring it into my local dealership and they'll fix it right up for me. It's like, no, they tell you that to get you the fuck off of their lot.
Those are salespeople. No offense, salespeople out there, but you know what you did.
That dealership that you speak of, that you really alluded to very, very precisely.
Max Car.
They are famous for their horrible third-party warranties.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Horrible.
The only thing that we've told people when they come in, because that particular company has a 30-day return guarantee policy, take it back. Every time, take it back.
Don't buy it from there in the first place.
Well, and then there's all those other companies. It's like, and not this isn't even bagging, but you've got all of them. You've got True Car and all the other ones where
Carvana.
and you see the commercials where it comes on the back of a tow truck, and it's like you shop for this online, and sometimes they're like you don't even have to come look at the car, and it's like what the fuck are you talking?
How do you not? How do you buy a car and not test drive it?
Right, and that's and that's the thing. A lot of the times when we have people come in and they're like, I don't like this car, and we ask them, well, what don't you like about it? What happened? And they go, well, I just bought it offline. This is the first time I've driven it. I don't like how it drives.
Listen, I can buy LED lights from my Super Sweet Ranger from Amazon.
Super stock.
That's all good and well. But I'm not buying a Ranger from Amazon sight unseen. There's a little bit of a difference. And again, that's the customers these days. They're either completely fine buying something sight unseen, or they're beyond frustrated with the fact that their car rattles when it goes down the road because they bought some old POS or whatever.
Right. We had a B3000 come in, speaking of a Ranger today.
What?
Really?
Yeah,
I like those.
In very cherry condition. It needed
B3000?
B3000.
B52.
They're great.
We had to replace a fuel filter. He drove it in and it was spewing fuel. We're like, you drove this in? He's like, yeah, it was just a little bit of fuel. He's like, I watched the gauge. You were driving down the 101 just dripping fuel, dude. What the hell?
Wow.
Oh my God.
Well, wait, what about the pants?
I wanted to end on that story, if that's okay. Eric, are you okay with that? Mm-hmm. Yeah?
Eric's
Are
a
you here?
sleepy
I'm
boy.
here. I'm 100% here.
You want me to turn the heat up or something?
Oh, absolutely not.
Thank you, Eric.
Turn the AC
I love
on.
you when it's like no heat, please.
Yeah.
I'd rather freeze.
Yes.
Okay,
Sorry,
so we had a one of our service advisors.
A wardrobe malfunction.
Well, you're
Wait, was it your wardrobe?
No, it was
malfunction?
not. I'm having a wardrobe malfunction now. That's why I look like, as Mike so eloquently put it, FDR, if you watch the YouTube video. Because my nuts are hanging out my pants right now.
Hashtag sell a bell. Hashtag sell a bell.
Nuts hanging out
My
my
nuts are
pants.
hanging out. I may be a bitch, but I still have balls.
So
Yes, Mike.
Cheers, buddy.
Thank you.
Oh wait, hold on.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Lahayim.
Yes.
Salute.
So the service advisor pulls it to my stall, and I'm like busy working on stuff at the time. And he's like, "Oh, dude, I need your help." I'm like, "Oh, what do you need?" And so he's telling me, "Oh, can you just tell me what this real quick?" I'm like, "What do you need?" "Oh, I need you to help me put this rear wiper blade on." I'm like, "Do it yourself. Do the wiper blade by yourself. You used to be a lube tech. You can take care of it." Mm-hmm. So, okay.
Okay.
So he opens up the door and gets out of the car, and he's like, "Oh shit! Oh no! Oh my god!"
He's such a good actor.
Yeah,
I got my balls in
That's
this fucking
exactly how he
seatbelt.
sounds.
it's exactly
too.
how he sounded.
Oh,
like.
really?
Yeah,
That is exactly how he
and so
sounds.
that's exactly how it went down. And I was like, "Oh, okay, come on." And so he's going on and carrying on in this fashion. And I'm thinking that he's trying to play the circle game with me. You're familiar with the circle game, right?
No.
If you have a upside down okay sign underneath,
yeah.
below your waist, and you look at it, you get punched in the arm. If you can put your finger through the circle, then you get to punch the other person in the arm. So I think I'm famous worldly famous for playing that game all the time. Anybody that
We're
works with me
all
can,
rolling our eyes.
Well, anybody that works with me can tell me that.
I enjoy it.
Yes, it's cute.
No, you just never mind.
I just like looking. You see, you put it down there to get somebody to look, and they're just like, "Oh God!" and they look away real quick. But I just continue staring. I'm like, okay, yeah.
So I think that he's playing the circle game with me. So I don't pay attention, and I walk over and I'm like averting my eyes. He's like, "Oh no, dude, I think I just ripped my pants." And I'm like, "Okay, so here it comes." And he turns around and bends over a little bit, and sure as shit, he split the bottom of his inseam all the way open from his one area to the other area.
From his grundle to his brundle.
It's right. I've already seen it.
So we're standing there in the middle of the service drive, and this is a waiter vehicle.
Oh,
replace the
God.
rear wiper blade.
Waiters.
And so he's asking me for like needle nose pliers and like, they need to be the curve style. I'm like, dude, just step away. Let me take care of this. Go get some new
grab some duct tape.
He's like, I don't know where the pants are. I'm like, just go to the locker room and get. Where's Junior?
He doesn't fucking listen.
Whatever.
It doesn't matter. He doesn't listen.
He does listen. Anyway, so yes, I'm telling him just go get pants. Like it's fine. So we go into the locker room. We try on pants. And it's like a child in the locker room. Okay, here's so and so's pants. These are a 40. Do these fit? No, they're too big. Okay, here's these pants. They fit. No, they're too small. Like I'm not a seamstress, dude. There's only a certain number of sizes here.
Taylor, a seamstress. So
Whatever
perfect.
it
This
is.
was a Goldilocks of pants. These
Oh,
ones are too
God.
big.
Yeah,
These ones are
seriously.
too
In all
tight.
seriousness, though, his pants are always way too tight.
Well, that's what
They're
I told
too
him.
tight.
Even
And
you say they're too tight?
No,
Well-
I mean they're perfect for my viewing pleasure, but they're too
The
tight.
way
for
he
any
sachets across the
He
parking
does
lot.
sashay across the parking lot.
Yeah, it's great.
Like he gives
looks
me a
fantastic.
Run. He gives me a run for my money.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, dude, he outwalks like his gait is leaps and bounds. No joke intended.
I am going to catwalk down the drive.
Yeah, on the
tomorrow.
catwalk.
Yeah.
On the catwalk. Yeah, on the
Also
catwalk.
catwalk.
And I
Jesus.
strut.
Wow. Anyways,
So we're actually running super long.
That's it, y'all.
So long.
cue the
it, y'all.
music. Y'all come back now. You hear?
No, yes, it's been a great podcast.
thank
We
you.
really enjoy all the interaction. Remember, if you want to interact with us in such
Yeah.
manners,
Next week, we'll let you guys know when we're going to go live as we're setting up.
oh yes, either the Facebooks or the YouTubes or some other social media platform. Speaking of which, you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/customer states. You can find us at Twitter and Instagram at customer_states. You can find us at
Stovo Metalworks.
YouTube. Yeah. Hold on. We're getting there.
Stovo
Find us on YouTube by searching customer states ... podcast.
Which is
Please
an ellipses.
check out Dale Follett's stuff. He's got a crazy S10 build going on for a drift car. He
Cool.
does all of our website stuff. He does the hashtag sell a bell 3D printing and
Dingly.
the parts cannon. Check him out. Dale Follett at twistedbills.llc. Some Twisted Bills LLC, something like that. I'm sorry, Dale, I messed that up. You can check out Norm at Stovocore _ Metalworks
Metalworks.
on Instagram. You can also hit him up on his email.
We're
at,
really tired.
Yeah, we are.
maxnorm@hotmail.com. That's
With
Max
two
with
X's.
2 X's. That's to get his amazing metal works.
Man.
He makes crazy sculptures and statues and stuff like that. And if you mention customer states, you get 10% off.
So cool.
You can also email us all of your voice memos, song ideas, because we're still looking for music
Yeah.
for the podcast.
Hey, do you have a band? Do you play the ukulele or something? Send us music.
Maybe the banjo.
Do you play drums or another instrument better than I do? Let's jam. Let's.
Do you play the piccolo? Okay.
I don't think
Sorry.
anyone plays the skin flute as well as I do.
Oh, no one does.
Jinx, personal jinx. And with that, email us, customerstatespodcast@gmail.com. Please search for us on all of the social medias. And with that, I want to allow Ali to say,
Love you.
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 Hi, this is Mike Sarah from Customer States. Matco Tools is one of the best tool companies in the industry, and Nick Lowridge is one of the best Matco tool distributors. Nick can get me anything I need for the shop or for at home. From oil drain pans to beef jerky, Nick's got what I need on tap. Nick works in the Thousand Oaks, California area, and you too can get whatever you need by calling him at 805-796-6900. 7323. And if you're not in that area, call him anyway and tell him you heard about him from the Customer States podcast. And then you can hop on to matcotools.com and find a Matco Tools distributor near you. Matco Tools. Service, trust, results.